Hello, Pete. We've got your patterns all cut apart. One of the things I did yesterday was taking the photograph and using this reference, making a reference line here right in the center of the curve. I put a reference line there, measured the distance to the first, and then measured this distance, and then extrapolated the distance between the stitch lines was 1 3/4 of an inch. So I've drawn on here. I think we put a picture on the internet. I know we put a picture on the internet that showed actually showed this. With the picture right next to it. So that's that. We'll just go ahead and cover that real quick. But main thing we wanted to cover was as we put this the old skins on the new pieces of wood, we can see that up at this corner was not flat all the way around here as it is in some of the photographs of stuff that you've sent on boats that have been redone. And what we see in the corner is what Chris Craft did a lot of, and that was start to taper the and pull tight and taper the corner over. And so instead of it being a flat band and then a flat face, it was tapered a bit in the corners. So we've mocked up your old ones, and we can do this, and this is what we're planning to do, is do it just the way that this skin. I realize this has been replaced before, but the replacement procedure would have been to have done exactly what we did, and that would be to pull apart all the skins and use each of the skins panels as use each of the panels as a pattern. Now you see foam. We're not going to be using foam. We're going to be using the horsehair. It's on its way in. It should be here in a couple of days. But and we're doing the two layers of horsehair. But at any rate, this is they mocked it up just to see what it's going to look like and make sure, because this does make sense to us, but again, we just wanted to make sure that is what you're expecting. And if you look at some other, these are this 57, and it was common in the 50s, very common that they would. This is another interior this is for a 59. It was very common just to pull the material over, so these corners ended up being tapered. Now this one doesn't even have a band sewn into it, and that's the way it was done originally. Yours does have a band, but you still see on yours that it was pulled over in the corner. So just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that, and that's where we're headed, and that you have a chance to talk to us first about that. We're not slowing down. Oh, by the way, here's your panels, and all these holes are marked, and these are ready to go. We're not slowing down. We're going to pull apart other patterns and keep going, but we do want you to bless that for us before we sew that together. Okay, thank you, Pete.